California's beaches are in peril. As the coastline around the state swiftly diminishes, industrial America's hunger for this superlative commodity grows ever more. According to a recent sand census, sand will be completely extinct by 3064, which is frightening tens of sand specialists around the nation. We here at We Love Sand are dedicated to saving these beaches and preventing evil humans from taking away our precious sand. To fill this demand for sand farmers have grown to be a very sought-after career. Sand farming is an unethical way of collecting such a precious resource, but that doesn't stop Big Sand from farming it into extinction. Sand disappearing won't only affect humans, but the environment and animals that live in the sand. The great sand crab is an example of an animal that has been horrifically impacted by its home being destroyed. They aren't endangered or anything, but a couple die each year. Local experts are worried that this catastrophe will spread to other beaches around the world, even Mega Beach. With sand gone worldwide, this would have detrimental effects on the global economy, mainly Austria, and we must protect Austria at all costs. To investigate more about this, we sent out a team to Santa Monica to try to question some wildlife. Unfortunately, they weren't very compliant. As plan B, we went to a sand protest happening nearby in hopes of finding some local sand gurus who were willing to talk about this cause.
Hello, sir. Is this where the sand conservation protest is going to take place?
Yeah, it's where it's currently taking place.
Well, where are the other people?
Listen, I don't need other people to help me prove my cause.
Okay, well, a protest is kind of pitiful with just one person.
Okay, yeah, some of my friends were supposed to be here, but it turns out none of them could make it unless I paid for their airfare all the way from Nigeria. Fake friends, am I right?
Okay, well, I don't really care, but tell us more about your sign. What got you started as an activist?
Well, the sign is actually to raise awareness, because it turns out the only problem isn't just sand farming. Did you know that every single ship, every watercraft that's built, raises the sea level? And the more the sea level rises, the less sand we have. It's a finite resource, and the more we build boats, the more the ocean rises, the less sand we have forever. We can't get it back. That's the way it goes. It's disgusting. I'm actually out here because recently I saw the movie Dune 2. I don't know if you've seen it, but I was appalled. I was in that theater. The amount of sand that they used in the production of that film, I was sobbing as I left, just cavalierly throwing sand around like it was nothing. They decimated acres and acres of sand. Perfectly good beach for Zendaya to make some movie. It's nonsense. So I leave the theater, I go on Reddit. Turns out I'm not the only one. There's a whole community of us, mostly in Nigeria, who are really upset about the sand. And so I'm out here to prove a point, to get it to stop. It needs to end.
If there was one thing you would say to the team that made Dune, what would it be?
Oh, that's easy. I'd say you disgust me. I hate you. You're gross. You're evil. And I'm not going to stop. There's nothing that will stop me until I put an end to your ways.
With protests raging on the beachfront, there's no denying the reality of this movement. But hearing from the locals only gets you so far. We wanted a professional opinion, so we went out to one of the top sand experts in the country to get more info on this matter.
As the only sand expert that we know, what are your thoughts on this great beach tragedy?
Well, first of all, just because my name has sand in it doesn't make me an expert on sand. But actually, I don't think this is that big a problem. You don't. It's not in the research.
Look, Sandman, all you need to say is that it's a real and a bad issue. That's it, okay?
Okay. Oh yeah. Oh, it's real and it's a bad issue.
Thanks to Professor Sanders' scientific affirmation, we can prove beyond a shadow of a doubt that this concern is valid and will have definite unforeseen consequences. One day, this catastrophe will be equated to the Chernobyl of California's ecosystem, and we have nobody to blame but ourselves. More accurately, you. The average citizen takes upwards of 8 pounds of sand every time they visit the beach, just by it sticking to clothing or being eaten. This can be eliminated by avoiding the beach entirely. Just don't go. If you don't hate the environment or wish for the downfall of modern society, then simply stop going to the beach. Sadly, sand farming corporations suppress free speech, so awareness is few and far between. There is likely no hope for our beloved sand. we're doomed. Except that we aren't. Not if you give us money. We Love Sand is a for-profit organization that will stop at almost nothing to get your money. We need your help, and more importantly, your money to reshape our world, one grain at a time.